Final draw for the 2026 World Cup occurred earlier today, and the United States has been placed in Group D. They'll play their first match of the World Cup in Los Angeles on Friday, June 12th against Paraguay. Their next match is Friday, June 19th in Seattle against Australia. The fourth member of Group D is yet to be determined. It will be determined in a European playoff at the end of March. The winner of that playoff will face the United States in LA on Thursday, June 25th. Penn State is close to hiring Iowa State's Matt Campbell to be the Nittany Lions' next head football coach. He would replace the fired James Franklin. Campbell has been at Iowa State for the past 10 seasons. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray is going to miss the rest of the season because of a foot injury. Cardinals will be without Marvin Harrison Jr. against the Rams. Lions safety Brian Branch tore his Achilles. He's done for the season. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will start against the Vikings on Sunday. LeBron James out for the Lakers tonight against the Celtics. I'm Dan Beyer.
Sorry, I'm still doing my quaff. Covino and Rich, and it's Friday, baby! Yeah! Friday! And not just any Friday here in LA. It's a Jingle Ball Friday. Rich and I going to the big iHeart concert tonight. Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you miss any of today's show, you want to catch the podcast. Covino and Rich, search it wherever you stream, but most importantly, we're streaming live on YouTube right now, so you could watch what you hear, okay? It's a whole experience. Be part of it. Chat live. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, at Covino and Rich FSR. Hope you had a Lions sort of Thursday. Let's be rocking out. Let's go.
Hey, you said it's a jingle ball type of Friday, so jingle those balls, bro.
Merry Jingling Christmas. All the way, bro.
Merry Christmas. Today's Friday.
Quit talking about my balls. I'm sort of hoping my daughter wants to leave early.
Same, dude. Same.
We're doing the dad life thing, so I feel like I got word that some of the artists she likes perform earlier. So I was like, feel like I'll be tapping my watch. Like, what do you say, buddy? What do you go get ice cream on the way home or something?
You know, not a bad idea just to show face, schmooze a little bit. The booze and schmooze, which we did last night. Is that booze and schmooze
That's
time
why you're going
of year.
to Jingle Ball, not because your daughter wants to go see it? Do you think I'm going there? Who are you boozing and schmoozing with?
I mean, iHeart, big wigs, maybe try to get a sweet podcast of my own. I don't know.
What, are you going to leave me?
Yeah.
You going to do a podcast with Ed Sheeran or something?
I feel the need to see other co-hosts. So that's Rich Davis. Danny G is here.
Yay, happy Friday.
Happy Friday is right. He's our super producer on the phones at 877-99 on Fox if you want to chime in. Iowa Sam.
Long time no see.
Sam, we carpooled with Sam yesterday.
Yes, that was very, very much appreciate that, Rich.
Really great guy.
Sam got car sick.
Yeah,
I did. I got
such
warm.
a weenie, Sam. You really are.
What man in his late 30s, early 40s is used to riding in the backseat of a car? You get sick.
I don't know. What
used
kind
to
of
driving.
man is like, pull over, I'm going to spew?
No, we were parking. I'm like, just let me out. I'm sick.
And by the way, this is before any cocktails.
Yeah. It wasn't like I was Sam's designated driver. Like,
right.
No, it was on the way there.
I stand with Iowa Sam. I am with you. Back seat, no good.
Really?
Motion sickness.
You, Sam, and Spot's like,
too.
oh, let me out. Like, So I'm guessing you guys are not roller coaster types?
No, not
it's
at all.
different. Oh, well, I love roller coasters. I just think being in the backseat of a car makes me nauseated.
It's very different. Yeah, it's a less controlled situation.
Well, bunch of weenies, but it's always great to see Spot on the videos. And, of course, the great Dan Beyer. Dan Beyer, great hair, great guy, and just great at what he does, even though he can't sit in the back seat.
Great job.
Why? He doesn't want to show us up because he's got the coif of a lifetime. So, guys, we have lots to get to today between were we duped by the Cowboys Or do they still have a shot?
Well, they don't have a shot, but I don't know if we were duped.
I mean, they still have a shot if they win them all.
Yeah, but I mean, like a less than 10% shot. But they have a shot. It just
No, they're at 8%. I believe if they win them all, it's like almost 50% or something like that. If they win every game moving forward, that's a big if.
well, now you're saying if a team wins every game they have left the night after they got rocked.
Yeah, but I do like Dak Prescott's fortitude, his ambition, everything he says afterward about, we're just pissed off now. Now they're playing with a little edge. I mean, anything's possible, but yeah, highly doubtful. I agree. The Lions stepped up, so I hope you had a Lions sort of night.
Did you change your mind on anything, though?
The Lions?
Rich, didn't you proclaim that the Lions were dunzo?
Yeah, I did.
Pick the Lions over here.
You did. I don't think I'll be truthful.
Well, what did Dan Campbell say in the locker room, right? He
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I was there. Well, after the company holiday party,
You went to the locker room?
I went and hung out with Dan Campbell. No, I went and saw the highlights and everything. And, we were watching at the bar, watching the game. And he said, we should be proud of this victory. That's a hell of a team, man. They were playing really good football, playing with a lot of momentum. And
It's how we thought they were going to play on Thanksgiving.
the Lions stepped up. But then again, I don't think the Lions have lost back-to-back games in years, so shame on us for thinking otherwise. They proved to be the better team, and Amon-Ra St. Brown stepped up, and Dan Campbell gave him the ultimate compliment, said he's the epitome of what the Lions are all about. All heart, discipline, and kick-assery, and that's what we saw from them yesterday, beating a hot team in the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, the big LeBron story. So there's a lot to get through, man.
Get back to me next week after they have to come out here and play the Rams, because that'll be yet another amazing test. And, when we're done sweating all the games this week, like, man, this is amazing. Next week, you're going to go see if the Lions, who are 8-5, you're going to be like, wow, are they ready to play the Rams out here in L.A.? Because then if they beat the Rams, then you're like, oh, wow, the Lions are right there in the mix. But then if they lose, yeah, they're 8-6, and they're fighting, bro. They're fighting. So
no, I know. Hey, but they stepped up when they had to yesterday, and I was riding high on the Cowboys. I was believing the hype. And your thoughts at 877-99 on Fox. Fun Thursday night football game, and that leads us to all the kick-ass games this weekend. Feeling like playoff caliber type of games, and Rich is going to pick his big TV games of the week, so stick around for that.
Very difficult this week because there's so many games of importance. Now, listen, we can move past it already. I don't think there's, a deeper conversation than, hey, I don't know if the Cowboys tricked us, but they were hot, and the Lions are a good team, and they decided to play to their potential last night. Amon-Ra St. Brown, like you said, epitomized what Lions football is, what their fans want it to be.
Tough and gritty, and that's who he is. He's a very disciplined kid, and he stepped up, even hurt, and played a pretty big game for a guy we weren't sure was going to play.
I'm sorry, Rich. I was going to say, I think what tricked us a little bit is it seemed like the old Cowboys defense before they got Quinn and Williams.
Yeah, and you know what it felt like to me? We watched the first half casually. We were at the bar. He got home for the second half. I felt like any time the Cowboys were in striking distance, the Lions like, yeah, that's cool. We're going to score another touchdown. So you're playing from behind. You put together a drive, and then the Lions would have like 4 or 5 play drive touchdowns, and it's like, well, hey, we're down double digits again. And I'm not saying if there was another quarter to play, but it just felt like the Cowboys were playing catch up, and they just could never quite do it, right? You're down by 7. All right, sweet.
It was close for that 1 second, 37-30, I believe it was, and then Cowboys pulled away.
There were also, Dallas had turnovers. Neither team punted in the second half of this game, and I think just looking at the game, there were two punts in the first quarter and then one in the second quarter, and that was it. Dallas turning it over 3 times, and there was also an awful call that went against Dallas on a pass interference.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I saw that, but Dan Byer, every week to sort of get a gauge of all the games, the ones even I don't watch that closely, I always look at the team stats that they always put out, and much like my baseball coach in college said, most of the time the team that makes the most errors will lose, like 90% of the time. If some team turns the ball over 3 times and the other team doesn't, even in the NFL, the team that turns the ball over is going to lose.
Even in this game, turning it over once. And there was a late interception that really didn't matter for Dallas, but the two that they had and then the bad penalty when you're already kind of working at a deficit because you're the underdog in the game, like the Lions just, you're right, the Lions couldn't be stopped. But I felt that there was the opportunity for Dallas to match them and to answer them and be able to. And you know, to Covino's point, they came back and they made it a touchdown game, but just in the end, they couldn't overcome their own mistakes or even that call by the official.
Feel like it's when the other team is unstoppable. Like Covino, you 2 weeks ago when we were on our guys trip, you at cornhole.
Oh man,
I mean, geez, this guy. You should have saw this guy. He would have beat anyone in a tailgate parking lot.
I was in the
Every
zone.
time you were catching up to Covino, he had this smooth little.
Dude.
Did you just stop talking to everybody then as well? Were people just leaving you alone because you were in that cornhole zone?
Yeah. And he was making it not fun. Like I was like, since when is this guy a cornhole champion? He had the day of his life. But yeah, there are times where like you could be playing well, but you just can't catch up. And you see that in baseball sometimes. It's a bummer. Your team's down 5 runs. You have a great inning. You tie it, and then your bullpen gives up 2 runs, and you're like, oh, now we're down 2 again. So, you know, last night. There were opportunities, but the Cowboys just could not quite stop what Detroit was doing. And if you can't stop them, how are you going to get the ball back and tie it up? It was a double-digit chase for the whole second half.
So, obviously, the Lions win. But if you were at a company party, maybe you missed it, 44-30. But it was closer at one point over the Cowboys. Do you feel duped, or are the Cowboys who you thought they were? And are you laughing at anyone that believed otherwise? Because they were playing pretty strong up until yesterday, even though they didn't play that bad, like DB said.
I have a more
few
important
bad calls, few turnovers. And then, of course, there was some really excellent NBA last night.
Oh, we're going to get to that, but I have a more of a social question about last night's holiday party.
Sure.
So, so first of all, it's nice to see everyone. I had a problem with them like taking the food away while we were still picking at it.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of food left.
Like if I were our boss, who and iHeart and Premiere and everyone that put this party together, I think I would have been a little bummed by them, like being like, all right, skedaddle now.
They had like another party coming in, so we had all go out on the porch.
Yeah, like let's just say our party ended at 5:30 or 6. There was someone pretty much had a stopwatch, and they were like
sweeping us out, like. What was the name of the guy on Showtime at the Apollo?
Yeah, honestly,
what was his name?
Sandman.
They were sweeping us out like the Sandman. Yo,
let's just say
we're chilling.
Let's just say they're like, oh, the iHeart buffet is open till 6. At 5:59 and 58 seconds, they were like pulling a French fry out of Covino's hands.
That's enough, sir. You've had enough.
You're moving along. But it was really fun to see everyone. We have a really great team at iHeart and Fox Sports Radio.
It's awkward when some of your colleagues are trying to talk to you, but you're stuffing your face with sliders and buffalo wings. Because you're just trying to really cash in on the free grindage, the free grub. And people are talking like, yeah, yeah,
Oh, you do sales for our show?
Yeah, no. I sort of want to dip away. It's like, let me eat first. Let me scoff.
Weird.
Is it scoff or scarf? That's a debate in itself. Let me scoff this down.
Scarf.
And...
Let me if you're from the East Coast, it's scaff this down.
Let me scaff this down, and then we could chat a little bit about the holidays.
It's weird eating in front of someone you've only met a few times or never met.
The booze and schmooze was strong.
Well, I thought it was weird when Sam's like, you take this end of the spaghetti, I'll take the other end.
And then we'll kiss.
That was weird.
No, I did have one observation, then we'll get to the NBA and a bunch of other fun stuff. This is a weak move because, listen, I'm not a 20-year-old kid. Well, that's even illegal. I'm not a 21-year-old kid. Trying to get trashed.
Oh.
No, I was going to say 20-year-old kid drinking, but that's illegal, so it's a bad example. I'm not a 21-year-old kid trying to get trashed. I'm not out like, hey, me and my buddies are getting ripped tonight.
Playing Hey Mister?
Yeah, I'm not in that world. I'm a guy in his 40s. I'm a dad. I'm having like one cocktail and I'm, moving along.
You're not playing beer pong and having some brouhahas?
So,
some Teddy Brewskis?
I had to, it was gross because I had everyone try my drink. So if one of us is sick, we're all sick now. What? But Danny and I were saying, Covino, did they not give me straight vodka?
Oh, that was like rubbing alcohol.
But it would have killed everything in your mouth anyway.
If they give you, and it didn't seem like, I said Tito's in my mind. I'm like, this isn't Tito's.
You can't tell the difference. All vodka is like
but when it's that cheap,
rubbing alcohol.
No, but
you
I'm
can
saying,
tell the difference.
But it's like it
know.
was like rubbing alcohol vodka. But there was no soda or Sprite or whatever. Is it a weak move for a grown man to be like, this drink is too strong? I didn't know what to do.
Kind of, because they're acting like they're doing you a favor.
That's
maybe.
the thing.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I went to the bartender. I'm like, hey, man, I don't want to look like a wuss or anything, but can you give me like a glass of club soda or something to water this down? Like, honestly.
That's the move. You just ask for something on the side.
Because I feel like if you're a bartender, this is a message to people that bartend or work in restaurants. You're doing the 21-year-old kid a favor by giving him a hefty pour. I think anyone of grown man or woman age, rather a tasty cocktail than a loaded cocktail.
You say that, though, but some of the adults there are pretty tipsy on a random Thursday night. And that's the truth. So some people want to cash in on that, too. Like, oh, man, free booze, let's go.
Yeah, that's my Christmas bonus.
Yeah. I got to tell you, we got there after the show, so people were feeling pretty nice. I could tell.
No, they're and that's always a fun thing, too, when someone's already a couple drinks in and you just get there, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
This conversation's lopsided.
We had to catch up, to put it kindly.
Well, hey, hopefully you're enjoying your company parties, your work events, all that good stuff as Christmas is here.
Can I say on our bonus podcast, Overpromised, we do talk about the company holiday party rules, the do's and don'ts of the company holiday party. So,
can I give everyone one here, just a little tease to watch
sure.
the podcast?
And that's on our YouTube page, Covino and Rich FSR, if you want to watch it. It's sort of a must-watch before you go out. Some great reminders to share with people.
I'll give you a really good one. I think it's okay to get a little buzzed at the company party.
Yeah, it's fun.
But you know what you got to be? Not the drunkest. Because there's going to be one person who's the talk of the office. Like, yeah, do you see Doug or John or Frank or, hey, our friend, Johnny, had one too many. See what he was doing? There's always going to be one guy that drinks too much.
And throws a chair.
Don't be.
No, he wasn't drunk. I heard him talking about it today.
Don't be that guy.
You named someone who actually is named Doug who works here.
That's
nah,
funny.
he's just Gottlieb in the press.
I'm telling you.
You were listening to that.
Is that what he said?
He's the Fabio. He's just Gottlieb.
He's just one name celebrity nowadays.
Yeah.
Sam was amazed that when Doug threw the chair that they just referred to him as Gottlieb on a website.
Yeah.
Like Cher, Madonna, Gottlieb.
That's
like
how I think of him.
those.
That's how I think of him.
Yes.
He's no longer Doug.
I like the aggressiveness, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, passion is a good thing.
I don't know. That's, believe it or not. Gottlieb throws the chair.
Dude, I would have thrown 2 chairs.
But you never want to be the most drunk. Tom, Dick, Harry, or Doug. Never want to be the drunkest person at the party. And more of that on Overpromised, our bonus pod. So, Rich, let's set this up. Let's get the phone calls going about LeBron, too. Okay? Because it was a big game for the Lakers last night. They won on a buzzer beater. Hachimura with the 3-point buzzer beater. Lots of excitement. Dude, I had a double take. I didn't have my glasses on. I'm like, is that LeBron jumping up and down like a little schoolboy? Like, I really couldn't tell. And I'm like, oh, my God, it was. It was really cool to see. It was really cool to see how much he still cares, how much it still means to him. I'll never question his passion or his game in that way. But we did question the streak. We did. And I'm doubling down on everything I said leading up to it.
Interestingly enough, before that game last night, we had posted a clip on social media from our show the day before. And we had debated.
Wednesday show.
We had debated LeBron James and how in some of that garbage time at the end of a loss to the Suns, LeBron was out there and it was clear it was to keep the double-digit streak alive.
It felt that way.
And my take was.
During garbage time.
You know what? It's garbage time. I have no problem with LeBron keeping that streak. And then Covino said, well, it just leans into his me-bron, selfish,
you're giving
demeanor.
haters ammunition. People need to understand, too. I'm not coming from a hateful place. Not hating, just stating. If people could see that he's not playing defense and he's only there to score to 10 points, it's going to give ammunition to those people that want to talk about LeBron James. And my point was, dude, let it go. Let's focus on wins and let it go. It takes a lot of pressure off, a lot of relief off this streak. And last night,
you know what? With LeBron's legacy, while it is a cool streak, I don't think it's going to change the way any of us think of him if that streak ends or begins and
that's why I said just let it go, because then they could focus on other things like LeBron dishing off and letting these other dudes shine, because that's the chemistry that's working for the team right now. And that's exactly what happened the very next day.
And within 24 hours of us doing this and posting the clip, LeBron scores 8, and instead of going for the game-winning shot on his own to get to double digits, he dishes it off for the assist.
And by the way, that was premeditated too, because according to Hachimura, he said that before the play, like it's going to you. So it was so cool to see how it played out.
Yeah, LeBron knew Austin Reeves would get doubled.
Yeah. It was so cool that he had the foresight to do that, that it all panned out, that he hit the shot. And what a perfect way to end that streak. But there's so many levels to this conversation that we got to open it up and go deeper, too.
Level one, if he takes the shot, he's selfish. Right?
Right, yeah. Reeves talked about that.
If he makes it, awesome. But, it's me, Bron. If he dishes it off, and Hachimura misses, LeBron's scared to take the last shot. Yo, big game players take their last shot. Why doesn't he take the shot? So it's almost like LeBron's in a no-win.
Or he's selfish, trying to continue his streak.
Yeah, either way. So he's either selfish because he takes the shot and he's Mebron, or he dishes it off and, he's not a big game player because he doesn't want to take the last shot. So either way, it feels like he has LeBron in a no-win. And
you know what I'm not buying, though, Rich? I'm not buying because after the game, obviously, they talked about it. And I'm like, yeah, what does it mean to you? It means nothing because we got the win. And I believe that the win meant a lot. We saw his celebration. It was a perfect way to end the streak. But don't tell me after 2007, 1,297 games with 10 points or more, it doesn't mean anything. It absolutely means something. But I think it was a perfect time to let it go and a perfect way to let it go. DB, you got some thoughts on this? Because we're going to open it up, too, with some phone calls.
I think LeBron was so excited that they won on his pass without Luka Doncic playing.
Oh, wow.
That's why I think he was so excited. They won a game against a good Toronto team, one of the better teams in the East so far this season, doing it where he was a part of the play, and Luka Doncic, everybody's new favorite, was not there to save the day for the Lakers. Oh. That's how I read it.
That's why I love chopping it up with you guys. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind. I think that's such a great point.
Yeah, I love that too. I love when there's a new angle that I'm like,
because he was like really excited.
Yes,
you're right. Like,
a little more than he should be.
I'm like, damn, man, that's kind of crazy. So your thoughts, and then there's, of course, the thought of, we were just talking about this on Wednesday. We posted a clip about it yesterday. And then there's a lot of feedback of like, your clip aged poorly. And I get that sentiment.
I don't at all, though.
I understand I'm going to get that feedback. But did it really? We pointed it out, and it ended the very next day.
You know, it's so funny. I asked my wife, because my wife is quick to be like, yeah, you're wrong. I go, babe, watch this clip. And then I explained to her what happened with LeBron last night. And she's like, how did that age wrong at all? She's like, I don't get it. You and Covino debated what LeBron's, what the take is. And it just coincidentally happened. If anything, you could argue that you guys were on point with a good conversation.
Yeah, or...
I don't get... She doesn't even understand how... I was like, yeah, I don't get it either.
The feedback will say, like, yeah, what do you got to say now? It's like, well, I was never hating on him.
I didn't think it aged. I didn't think that was the problem, that when people comment, this aged poorly, I didn't think that was the case. I just thought because the streak ended, maybe we could update it. But, yeah, the point was, the big point we were making was stay in the flow of the game. Remember how I talked about when we filled in for the Dan Patrick Show and LeBron made his debut on the season and he fit in perfectly that night, remember? And we were saying if he could find that role, that niche on the team and just go with the flow and not force things, this Laker team could go deep.
Like El Payea said, this video aged poorly. I'm like, how? But other people are hitting us up saying, yo, it's your fault, like laughing that we brought it up and that's the day. But you knew it was going to happen because LeBron's role on this team, Danny, as you said, it does seem like there's an emphasis to maybe take a little bit of a backseat.
He's got that arthritis in his foot, which is something else we got to talk about, like some old guy injuries and things like that. So your thoughts on LeBron's streak, it almost ended, like I said, perfectly. What a perfect way to end it, dishing it off, showing everybody that I'm not selfish. Luka wasn't there, like DB said. They won because I dished it off. But I think it's also like foreshadowing of what's to come and how they're going to win and the way they should be playing moving forward. Lakers win 123-120, but that's a streak that started when Bronny James was just a little baby, just a little kid.
Our buddy Wyman on the chat today saying the chat is lit today. Esteban R said, KD, I don't know if this is true, goes, KD's at like 267. So for someone to match that streak, it's a long road ahead for anyone to match that streak of double digits. It's a pretty impressive thing, but it was the perfect way to end it, right?
18 years of 10 points or more ended last night. The very day after we were talking about it. So it almost felt like orchestrated in a way. I'm not trying to say LeBron was intentionally scoring under 10 points to take the heat off of him, but I think he was okay with it on that day. Like, all right, it's time.
I think it highlights his new role on this current team.
And you know what?
And I think he accepted that last night.
And it's a team that has the second best record in the Western Conference. So far, so good. All right, we'll take all your feedback. 877-99 on Fox. More Covino and Rich on an action-packed Friday. Hang tight.
Quick timeout. Holiday upgrade check.
Check
the
yourself,
holidays.
fool.
Are you still watching games on that old small TV? That's the worst and the weakest. You go to someone's house and you're squinting to see the score. Hey, you got binoculars? I can't see anything.
Yes, TV.
Yeah, if you are, you're only seeing about half the game.
Yeah, the TV shouldn't tap out in the red zone. TCL is where it's at. Their their QM8K QD Mini LED is the real MVP. Say that a few times.
Like
ultimate
I said,
brightness.
They should just call it the real MVP.
Ultimate black levels for the ultimate experience. Picture so clear you can almost taste the turf.
And it's not just football. Movies look cinematic. Games feel smoother. And yes, everybody notices. Companies coming over, they notice. They're like, whoa. They want to come to your house to watch on your TV.
Well, here's the play, guys. Holiday savings off select TCL TVs right now. Go premium with the QM8K I talked about. Brilliant picture, huge sound. That's the ultimate choice. Or you could grab the versatile QM6K for an elevated game day experience.
Don't overthink it. Lock in the ultimate experiences with epic savings and undeniable bragging rights all season long. Get it while supplies last.
TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL. Find TCL at all major retailers.
TCL, bigger, brighter, better holidays, select models, limited time. See all major retailers for details. TCL.com. It really looked, for the first time in forever,
Okay, Elsa.
like LeBron James was having fun. It looked like he was, I get it, it was his return,
Come
he was
on.
excited, but there was a different vibe and a different level of fun and excitement from LeBron James, and that's the fun and excitement you need to have, I think, to win in this league. When there was too much pressure on LeBron, it wasn't fun, and it was all on him. If he's able to dish it around like this, man, they're unstoppable. I've said it, prisoner of the moment, but I mean it. Let's go.
Well, I love that phrase, prisoner of the moment, because I'm going to say a very prisoner of the moment type of thing. They're 11-4. They're not like average. The Lakers are good, but there's a team in the West. You might have heard of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who might lose like 3 games all year. They just don't lose. OKC just doesn't lose. Here's my question. If LeBron's playing fun, and we know the end is near, and I do have the sentiment that when all is said and done, LeBron retires, I think we're going to look back at times and say, you know what, we were hard on him. We didn't really appreciate him. The constant comparisons to MJ and Kobe. And, I know he sort of did it to himself with the whole not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we still hanging on to that LeBron Miami Heat thing?
Personally, no, Rich. I'm not a LeBron lover. I got to make that clear. I'm not a hater either, right? I respect greatness and have admired his career. He kicked off season 23. I believe he kicked it off with a 3, right, Danny G? a sweet bucket to kick it off, and that passes Vince Carter most all time, 23 seasons. You know, when I see him with his LeBronaham Lincoln beard, and it's getting a little gray, and he's just rocking that thinned out sort of look, I'm looking at him not with the same lens that I looked at him before. Not 5, not 6, not 7. I'm looking at him now as a guy who has his son in the league. He's having fun. He has the ability to switch his game up, but he has this wisdom about him now. And at least, like, even that look in his face, like, he looks older now. And I don't know, man, I'm rooting for him in a different way. Like, yo, dude, have at least one more great season and stick it to this OKC team, man. They're young, but he's LeBron, and they have superstars. They've got Luka. They've got Bronny off the bench hitting threes.
Stop it! Don't be making it sound like Bronny's like a contributor.
That was a dope moment. No, but even Ayton had 20 points. I didn't even bring that up. He had 20 points. If LeBron's able to dish it around, they made some crazy passes last night.
All right,
I looked at him as a guy yesterday, to answer your question, no, Rich, not a guy that you wanted to roll your eyes at. I looked at him as a guy who we've seen grow up. In fact, we've grown up with together. Well, he's getting older, and I can only root for that. I saw LeBron the man last night, not LeBron the attitude-having basketball player.
Covino, you and I have been together a long time as a radio, friendship and partnership. We saw LeBron go from Cleveland to Miami to the Lakers. That we've seen the journey, and I was Sam running the boards. I know we play that clip all the time. The not 3, not 4, not 5,
not 2, not 3, not 4. Not 5.
Are we still holding it against LeBron? His one, because it came across so arrogant and never really came to fruition. They won a few in Miami, but I look at LeBron now, and dare I say, as the season continues, and Oklahoma City right now in Vegas is a plus 175 to win the NBA Finals. They are like leaps and bounds above anyone else as favorites to win back-to-back NBA titles. The Lakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got the 6th best odds at plus 1,400. Could there be a sentiment that the LeBron haters maybe change their tune and it becomes the fun story? Like, yo, LeBron, one more before it's all done. Like,
yes.
Could there be a sentiment where
if he brings the energy and look, he brought this upon himself. He shouldn't have to do that, but he does come with that sense of not 2, not 3, not 4, sense of arrogance and LeBron and me-Bron and things like that. If he plays with the same energy and attitude that he had last night, it's contagious. It's likable. It's fun. When other people, I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's science, but it is. If other people are having fun, you want to have fun with them. And it's contagious. Jingle jangle. Covino and Rich wishing you a happy holidays. Jingle jingle, bro.
Merry Christmas.
And you can see what you hear. You can see Rich harassing me. You can see Iowa Sam, Danny G. They're all dancing, drinking eggnog.
Dude, I got to blame.
See everybody on Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR.
Bro, I got to tell you.
Eating licorice.
I'm trying to eat healthier. Yeah. Because I know this holiday season, it's all about cookies and parties and treats.
It's all downhill from here, man. It's all ogre now.
So I'm trying desperately. Do you say ogre? I'm trying desperately to eat healthier. And Lorena, the late night board op producer, like creepy dude sends her all these nice treats and snacks. So we have like a snack wall thanks to Lorena.
Late nights with Lorena.
So there's these, it's like almost like a barrel of Jelly Belly jelly beans.
It's an economy sized bag.
It's like the ones you give. It's like
It's a Costco
bigger than
bag.
Costco.
Yeah, it's for like
I just got the popcorn
6
one.
months of servings.
Oh, the popcorn one makes you want to vomit. No,
It's got a weird buttery, warm flavor to it.
I feel like I get bean boozled when the popcorn one's in there.
I just hit the popcorn one.
You don't know what Bean Boozle is, though, for real? It's a game
the
that
game.
Jelly Belly
Yeah.
puts out.
I thought you were just doing like a little play on words.
no.
Well, I mean, it is a play on words,
Bean
but
Boozled.
Bean Boozle
I was not aware of this.
is
There's a
Jelly Belly's like weakest, worst flavors. They have like vomit flavor,
Fish.
rotten milk, fish.
Oh, yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're
there's a
talking about. Yeah, the
famous
reveal. Yeah.
Sirius XM clip of you guys
Oh, yeah.
playing that game. Somebody vomited.
Covino vomited into a trash can.
Seriously.
right.
And
In fact-
if you dig your hand into a tasty bag of Jelly Bellies and you get that popcorn one, you're like, "Bleh."
The popcorn
throws you
one
off.
does taste like barf.
Can I tell you?
Who did this?
Could we maybe next week?
Rich, that's when I was in the backseat of your car. You gave me one of those popcorn Jelly Bellies, and then you said this.
If you're gonna spew, spew into this.
So how
That's
about
what made me sick. It wasn't the car.
how about next week for the holidays, Danny? You want to do some trivia? And if we get the question wrong, you have to eat one of the bad jelly beans.
Let's do it.
It's like a roulette.
Yeah.
Bean Boozle roulette.
What's up, Dan Byer?
Has anybody got the Curious's thumb flavor or Covino's ring finger flavor for just putting your hand
No,
in?
I got the
It is a community cesspool
I
of
got
germs.
the perfect brown thumb.
Okay.
Perfect brown thumb flavor. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
You're so right.
Definitely touch parts of their body
You're
and then
so
reach their
right.
hand in there without washing their hands.
It's gross. Yeah. Everybody here is digging in that bang all day.
Man, thank God I haven't even taken one of those.
Yeah, I
It's-
haven't
it's
had
weird.
one this
It's weird.
whole
Big
time.
Sexy Ryan put his hand there, and then he started smelling his fingers. I
Oh
was like,
man. And Rich, which one did you say you had?
Oh, and then I had the licorice one.
Okay, well, hold that
Yeah,
thought,
okay.
black licorice guy, because Covino and Rich are live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. No more waiting. Your goals start now. Rich, write this down because you've been eating lots of candy. Cyber Monday deals are still going on. Cyber Friday continues. Take your workouts around the world with Nordic Track and iFit. Save big on treadmills. So if you're eating all the candy and all the holiday fixins like Rich, iFit, Nordic Track and iFit. Bikes and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track, train anywhere, explore everywhere.
Maybe I need some Nordic Track in my life to go with my my new supplements that the boss was making fun of. I told him, I was like, I'm going to look 25 by next month because I started taking NAD+.
25 pounds heavier.
And he's like, my
All
man,
those jelly beans.
my man, you're just going to pee it out. That ain't going to work. So
I don't
You're
know.
loading up on NADs?
NAD+, if you don't know about it, look it up. I'm not promoting. I'm just saying I feel like by next week, Sam, I'm going to look 25 years old. All right.
So get this, guys. Hope you had a Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dan Campbell, Goff sort of night, a LeBron James Lakers sort of night. But there's an update with LeBron.
Yeah.
And I do think he ended that streak perfectly, even though he lied about it. I think he cared about the streak. Come on. You can't have a streak
It's beautiful.
for the majority of your career since 2007 and not care. But it did end perfectly. Now they could focus on the chemistry that works for that team, which is exactly how it ended yesterday. Lakers announced that LeBron James has been dealing with left foot joint arthritis, in addition to his right sciatica. So he's doubtful to play against the Celtics unless, of course, DB has an update that I don't know about yet.
My grandma has that.
Yeah, well, that's perfect.
It's funny you would say that.
Because now we're going to talk about old guy injuries and old guy things, like things that date you, because Rich just had the black licorice, and he said it was his favorite one.
I said, does that mean I'm getting old because I had the black licorice jelly bean?
Such an
and
old guy flavor.
And I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
It's like root beer barrels. Like, you remember Grandpa would eat root beer barrels?
Oh, I love me some root beer.
Me too,
barrels.
DB.
Yeah,
DB,
they're
I'm a sucker
good.
for a good root beer
You
barrel.
know that's some
Yeah.
old guy grandpa candy.
No, that's
man.
at every age. Davis is loving it.
Hey,
I'm loving it.
DB, I'm
Yeah.
You know who else loves him? Pee Wee Herman.
Oh.
He does.
Yeah.
Look it up.
He puts a little straw in them,
Yeah, he
right?
puts a little straw in him.
Pee Wee. You know what? I'll tell you what. When it comes to little things where you're like, oh, man, this feels like an old guy thing, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago,
What else do you like, Rich? Ribbon candy?
no,
Like sassafras soda?
I came in here a couple of years ago, and luckily I'm all good now, but I remember telling you guys, I'm like, guys, I have plantar fasciitis. My foot was hurting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need like,
That's not something you want to say when like hot chicks are around.
I know, I was like, I have to put aside like nice sneakers, and I'm like, guys, I need like a really good supportive pair of sneakers. And I was like, do I have to buy like Brooks or what are they, Hokas? Like, I remember having a foot issue, and I was like, oh man, is this what happens when you're 40? And LeBron is, his injury
You better hope
report.
those nads work.
His injury report is starting to sound like ailments your 40-something-year-old buddies have. So just, it's amazing what he's doing when you think about the reality of how old LeBron is.
He has the luxury of an Austin Reeves who's playing like a superstar, right? Hitting shots, like crazy shots off the glass that aren't even supposed to go in. They're going in. So I think he needs to lean into the fact that they don't need him to play that much. And they don't need, the LeBron we're used to. And he could rely on those dudes. And I think that could work. But you're right. It sounds like an old guy thing. And he said it. Like, hey, man, it's just because I'm getting old.
I think the one word that if you say, I don't care if it's LeBron James or, a legendary veteran quarterback, if it's Matthew Stafford or anyone a little older, when you say the word arthritis, I think of my grandma. I really do. I think of my grandma. Hey, Richie, my arthritis. Like,
yeah,
arthritis?
But you know what? People on their phones all the time with tech neck and typing all the time, their hands are getting sore.
Numb thumb.
Numb thumb. Younger people are experiencing this stuff. So I want you to start thinking about this, and we're going to go to Dan Byer. What are some ailments or references or black licorice sort of things that are dead giveaways that you're older, right? If someone says something about their arthritis, you automatically know they're probably older than me. What are those dead giveaways? We'll talk about it.
Let's go to Dan Byer while I put my numb thumb in the bag of jelly beans.
I heard you ordered a round of Boost for everybody last night at the company party. Yeah.
Great.
One for everybody. Did you say LeBron was doubtful? Is that what you said, Covino? What were you saying?
That's what I said according to Bleacher Report. That was earlier today.
Good, because I can update it. He's out.
Awesome.
He's not going to play tonight.
Okay,
so
cool.
he has been ruled out. In fact, head coach J.J. Redick said that there's a possibility Luka Doncic could return Sunday when they face the 76ers. No Luka tonight either as the Lakers face the Celtics. NFL news, no Kyler Murray for the rest of the season. Quarterback being ruled out because of his foot injury. Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to miss Sunday's game against the Rams because of his heel injury. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, he is off the injury report and good to go. He will start coming up against the Vikings coming up in Week 14. That's kind of a game that's completely lost, but of two quarterbacks that are, McCarthy trying to come back and Daniels could have been a lot worse with the quarterbacking.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced today and will start against Pittsburgh. Bengals tight end T. Higgins going to face the Bills after clearing concussion protocol. Defensive end Trey Hendrickson is out. Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles said neither wide receiver Mike Evans or Jalen McMillan will play against the Saints on Sunday despite practicing this week. Last night, the Lions lost Brian Branch for the season because of a torn Achilles. Suffered that injury in that contest against the Dallas Cowboys. Penn State on the verge of hiring Iowa State's Matt Campbell to be their head coach. And the World Cup final draw was announced today. The United States will be playing in Group D, and they will be playing with Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of a European playoff that will be decided at the end of the month. Sesame Street helped raise all of us. Now it's our turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs Sesame and Sesame needs you. U.S. will play their match against Paraguay in Los Angeles on Friday, June 12th. They'll have another match in L.A. on June 25th. That's a Thursday against the winner of that European playoff. Friday, June 19th in Seattle against the Aussies. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, DB. Now, Fox Sports Radio Nation, again, start thinking, what are those ailments? What are those references? Those things that people talk about that are dead giveaways that they're older than you. All right, start thinking about it. 877-99 on Fox.
Plus, we're going to go over some of the amazing matchups we got in the NFL. Plus, we'll do big TV game of the week, and we'll play Brainwave, give away some prizes. So, really fun hour coming, so hang tight. More Covino and Rich next.
Livy Dunn's buns in the sun.
Yeah, well, I just was doing my research for the show.
Yeah, well, apparently she's in Hawaii vacationing with future Yankee, her boyfriend, Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh
If he
Pirates.
goes to the Yankees, I mean, it wouldn't shock me. I mean, Livy Dunn bought a place in New York City, but she is a model and gymnast and all social media.
Not only did she buy a place in New York City, he's also been telling his teammates, that's a true story, apparently. He's been telling teammates that he wants to play in New York.
They denied that.
I mean, those are rumors, but I believe him.
Who started that rumor? Austin Wells?
Me.
Who started that rumor? Anthony Volpe?
His teammates.
Oh, no, his teammates.
He made it very clear, like, this isn't the place to be. This is where superstars go to die. I want to play in New York.
Well, Livy Dunn, the headline is Toastin' Buns in the Sun on Hawaiian Vacation with Paul Skeens. And there you go. If you watch it on the YouTube, buns are out. Sun's out, buns out. And Covino and I disagree on one major thing here. When you're with your wife or girlfriend or whoever you're dating, whoever you're with, Covino's way anti-booty out.
Well, hold on. Let's make this clear. I love a nice booty. I'm saying the person I'm with. So, hey, if there's women walking around with their cheeks out, you better believe I'll be looking at them, and that's the problem. If I'm hanging out with my buddies' wives, and my buddies' wives are all walking around with their asses out, how is that appropriate when everyone's looking at each other?
I mean, it's the appropriate swimwear for 2025.
It's not appropriate. That's why you can't wear stuff like that at Disneyland.
Unless you want,
because it's not appropriate. I mean, just because it's in style and because young women are doing it doesn't mean that everybody should be doing it. Go to a water park. You think everybody should be dressing like that? Absolutely not.
Well,
leave some to the imagination. That's why it was a big story in the New York Post this week. Even athleisure, athletic wear has gone too far and too skimpy, where it's distracting at the gym, where women are showing lots of crevassier, a lot of crevice, a lot exposed, a lot revealed, nothing to the imagination, to the point where other women are uncomfortable. It's a national story. It's not me judging or anything like that. It's a story all over the New York Post. Men are going to see it, and men are going to like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying as a dad of a teenager, as the boyfriend of a young woman, amongst mixed company and family, that's inappropriate. What you're doing in your own time, on your own vacation, when it's just you and her, that's fine. Whatever. You want to tan your ass? Go right ahead.
Who doesn't want to tan ass?
Right.
I'm just saying.
But Rich is condoning that this is okay amongst mixed company.
Style.
That's awkward.
Style,
you think I want Danny G looking at my girlfriend's ass?
Style dictates what the cuts of bathing suits are.
Wait, I never did that.
That's what I'm saying, though. Let's say we all went away.
Avert your eyes, sir.
Yeah.
Style dictates what cuts of bathing suits are popular, right? Like men's.
Doesn't mean
men's
that other ones are
trunks.
non-existent.
Are you gonna let me get a word in, or are you just gonna vent about how lame you are?
You could say lame, or, I mean, how about leaving some to the imagination?
What's next,
Why do
Rich?
you need to show your wife's ass to
Nude
everybody?
beaches? Nude beaches? Is that what you want?
You sound like a voyeur to me. Like, everybody, check out my wife's ass.
I mean, what do you want? Do you want women to wear bathing suits like it's the 1920s and they're on the boardwalk like,
no.
hello, my baby, hello, my darling?
Because there's a compromise, and they still sell, like, pretty
A
revealing
sarong.
and sexy bathing suits.
If you want,
you act like you have to wear a grandma.
If you want old lady bathing suits, where are you going to find them? Walmart, Target, like women shop.
They're not old. There's compromise.
Women shop online.
How you gonna
She's
feel?
showing ankle.
Yeah, how you gonna feel when your daughter's dressing like that? You're cool with it?
Yeah, I guess so, because it's the times.
No, you're
what are you
not.
Gonna do?
You're cool with it because she's 8 years old. That's why you're cool with it.
I'm telling you, you're like going against the style. I saw a picture of your girlfriend with all her friends on a trip, and she was the only girl wearing like a full bottom bathing suit. Like
You
she
know why?
bought it at like.
'Cause she has class. No one wants to see your nasty ass. Nope. Not everybody should be dressing like that.
It's
It's too revealing. It is.
So
guys
you think
don't
you
do
think
that.
you think
are
Libby Dunn-
guys showing bottom beanbag? Are guys doing that? Should I be doing that? I don't know. No, because it's not appropriate. Just because it's the style doesn't make it right.
Triple B, bottom
and by the way,
beanbag.
that doesn't mean I'm not staring and I'm not admiring sometimes. Of course I am. I'm a man.
But you want Libby Dunn wearing full bottom bathing suit on vacation with her?
No, because she's not my girlfriend. I don't care.
Yeah, but
So if she wants to rock that, I'm like, go for her. Good for her. I
If
don't
you
care.
were going away with some friends for a weekend, you would tell your girlfriend like, no, don't
Yeah, because
expose
I
that
know what a
butt.
pervert and creep you are.
Oh,
so
me.
why would I want my
Me.
girlfriend walking around like that in front of you? Yes, you. Yes. So why would I want that? Why would I want that? Guys are going to be guys.
Monty, your thoughts, because Monty, you came to our anniversary party,
he's
and I feel
lying.
like I feel
guys
like
are going to be guys. So just because it's my girlfriend, you mean Rich isn't going to look at her? Well, think about it. I'm not saying women shouldn't be in style. I'm not saying women shouldn't wear these.
Listen to yourself.
I'm
You
saying they shouldn't wear them amongst family and friends.
Chingity ching.
The Italian Christmas
donkey. Ah, da, da.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Shout out to all my paisans.
Oh.
Oh, I hope you get that gabagool in your
Dominic.
stocking.
This
I hope you get a
little donkey.
sweet slice of panettone for your Christmas party. Anyway, we're Covino and Rich. Fox Sports Radio.
The hills of Italy.
Yes.
Oh.
Hard for me to concentrate with this Christmas classic.
I'd
in the
never heard
background.
this before until right now.
It's great. It's
You
the
know-
story of Dominic the Donkey, Iowa Sam.
Can I tell you, I was
Italian
saying
Christmas donkey.
before we were here at Fox Sports Radio, Covino and I, some people know, we were at Sirius XM for years, right? We would play that song around Christmas, and much like here at Fox Sports Radio, where we're on random parts of the country around the whole world. Some cities, that is the most popular song. Other people never heard it.
Yeah, my girlfriend's from Idaho. Never heard of it. And
Never heard of them.
Now it's her favorite song, for real.
When I tell you, I was saying in New York, they play that song every hour on the hour.
Must be
On multiple radio
regional.
stations. Yeah, no,
Very
it's-
regional.
We grew up on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Bunch of botchagaloops. So anyway, Covino and Rich out here on the West Side live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Happy holidays. It's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. LeBron made the right play instead of going for his record double-digit streak.
Way to go, LeBron.
Just make sure you get the last shot in regulation.
Reeves. There he goes. Reeves to James. Kick it. Corner. Rui. Rui to win it. To win the game. Rui wins it. And James gave him the basketball.
I love how. And James gave him the basketball. The assist was as impressive as the shot. Lakers win. Buzzer beater over the Raptors, 123-120. Courtesy of Lakers Television from Spectrum Sportsnet. And that's our Tire Rack play of the day.
For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And, as I heard that call, and, we saw it, and we saw LeBron freaking out and excitement. The whole team was super pumped. Lots of chest bumps. That's sort of how we end every good show here at Fox Sports Radio. If he didn't hit that shot, then LeBron just ends the streak, and it's weak. You know what I mean?
I know.
The fact that he made that perfect pass and that he hit the shot is what made it awesome and the perfect ending of the streak.
It's indicative of the new unselfish team play of LeBron James at this stage of his career. You know what? So good for him.
He
Good
had
for
to
the
make
Lakers.
that shot. So he made the ending of the streak perfect and poetic, and they get the W. So it really was awesome.
I love the three-pointers from Rui, too. They're almost like line drives, like smooth line drives, the opposite of the rainbow from Jamal Crawford back in the day.
Now, two quick thoughts. Number one, I'm still thinking about Dominic the Donkey.
Ching-it-a-ching.
You know why Santa needs Dominic the Donkey, I was saying? Because Rudolph can't climb the hills of Italy. Come on.
But don't they fly?
You're ruining the song. Don't bring your logic into this Christmas classic.
Don't be Matt Rife. So my other thought was, if you're in Boston tonight, I'm sure it might be snowy. My mom and brother in Maryland and my sister in New York both said snowy. Very, very, cold, wintry weather on the East Coast. Imagine you put on your big-ass jacket, you bundle up to go see the Celtics-Lakers. No LeBron, no Luka. I get it. You expect that. You got to almost prepare for that when you go to the NBA.
Oh, that's a major letdown.
When you go to an NBA game, regular season, it's a possibility, but Celtics, Lakers, historic rivalry. You show up there with your kid. No Luka, no LeBron. It's got to be disappointing, right?
It always makes me think of Rich's dad, the birthday boy this week. Rich's dad had tickets to see Hugh Jackman in the lead of a play on Broadway, and they found out Hugh Jackman wasn't performing. He's like, "Oh, I want a refund,"
and he got it. My dad's like, "I did not come to New York City to watch this.
I did not want to see the understudy.
This is not what I paid for." So my dad's like, "I got it. You can. By the way, you can get a refund if you go to a Broadway show and the star is not there. You can be like,
this could have been your chance to see LeBron and Luka, and it's not happening, Boston.
But guess what? You can't get your money back. Nope. All right, we got more CNR next on Fox Sports Radio. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Final draw for the 2026 World Cup took place today, and the United States found out they'll be in Group D, playing alongside Australia, Paraguay, and the winner of a Path C playoff from UEFA. That will be determined in late March. The U.S. will face Paraguay in Los Angeles on Friday, June 12th, then Australia in Seattle on Friday, June 19th. The match against the Path C winner is Thursday, June 25th in Los Angeles. Penn State's on the verge of hiring Matt Campbell to be their head football coach. Campbell has spent the last 10 seasons at Iowa State. Top wide receiver recruit Chris Henry Jr. did choose Ohio State today after mulling his verbal commitment to the Buckeyes over the last few days. Cardinals Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray is going to miss the rest of the season because of a foot injury. Jaden Daniels to start for the Commanders at quarterback against the Vikings. Lamar Jackson good to go for the Ravens. Lakers forward LeBron James out tonight against Boston. Luka Doncic could return Sunday. I'm Dan Beyer.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Rich and I heading to Jingle Ball tonight. iHeart's Jingle Ball. Fun concert. Yesterday was the company holiday party. Had a great time.
You're just
that
going
time of year.
You're just going for the food.
Yeah, I'm going for the food, man. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio with Danny G and Iowa Sam, Dan Beyer and Spotty. Thanks for being part of it at Fox Sports Radio. At Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. We're streaming live. And we have lots to get to this hour, Rich. Brainwave, giving away prizes. The
one
game
of my
that's
favorites. I love it. Plus,
Weekend hobnobbing.
My big TV game of the week. We're going to go over what games get the big TV courtesy of TCL, buddy boy.
But every Olympic dream starts with a first glide.
What you know about glide?
Wasn't your first glide on that workout thing that you used to have?
Oh, my
From heavyweights?
Was it with Tony Little?
Yeah. Rich had one of those.
Please.
Every Olympic dream starts with that first glide. Do Learn to Skate USA kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice?
Don't act like you're so cool. I've been to the gym and I've seen Covino on the elliptical. Like, ooh.
Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. That's learntosskateusa.com.
So what did we learn yesterday? LeBron is unselfish. The streak is over, but the Lakers are good. And we learned that maybe the Cowboys aren't there. And the Lions, who we thought, well, I mean, I can't say I totally changed my mind. I'm not that flip-floppy. I still think they might not make the playoffs. But yesterday, if they would have lost, it's over. I still think it doesn't look good because they got to go play the Rams in a week. I know they have a little extra rest, but that Rams-Lions game, that's now even bigger. So NFL just continues to deliver.
You are pretty flip-floppy, though. No one wears flip-flops more than you.
I think
Guy wears them in the winter.
I think you're a weirdo that you think like showing your feet
guy
is
wears
weird.
flip-flops with jeans.
No,
By the way,
I
hold on.
don't wear flip-flops
Yes, you
with
do.
jeans. That's not true.
You
Maybe
wore
it's a tech
them.
guru
Maybe in the
move.
he
Maybe
wore
not-
them. Google it. In the New York Post on a red carpet. In the New York Post on the red carpet.
Dude,
look it up. Covino and Rich.
Maybe in the 2000s.
All
But
right, so
I don't rock jeans with flip-flops, but you're the type of guy that wears sneakers to the beach because you must have busted feet or something.
Lies. These are lies, though. These are just straight lies. I'll show you my feet right now on YouTube. But anyway.
Boy, does you have to pay for that?
Hey, Rex Ryan's knocking at the door right now.
I have an OnlyFans page for that. Now, that ties into the rest of our conversation. LeBron has a luxury where he could have these old guy injuries because he could rely on his young teammates like Reeves and Luka to step up when he's not feeling right. He has left foot joint arthritis and sciatica, right? So we just want to wrap up the conversation of what are some ailments or references or old guy things that are dead giveaways that person's older than you.
Oh.
And your dad is victim. He calls flip-flops thongs. Oh, I got my summer thongs.
Oh, Richie, I got my thongs. I'm like, Dad, your thongs? He goes, yeah, Mom.
My thongs.
Sorry, you called them flip-flops.
My parents call them thongs, too. I think it's a generational thing.
You know why? Because they're old. So when I hear about Rich's dad's thongs, I'm like, yo, man, this guy's showing a lot of cheek this summer, huh? So that's an old guy thing. We already mentioned like the old people candy.
I'll give you one.
When they bust out a Werther's or one of those strawberry Dollar Tree candies.
I said something the other day. And I stopped myself because I was like, I don't want to sound like the old guy. I mean, I don't expect you to remember every story we tell on the show, but do you remember I went to take my kids to go see Wicked 2, and it was the same day as the 49ers, Carolina Panthers Monday night game.
You said you were going to tape something?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to tape the game. And I'm like, hold on, correction. I'm going to record it.
That's such a good one,
I'm not
dude.
taping it. I hope the VHS works.
Another one along those lines. My mom, I talked to her a couple of weeks ago, and she said, yeah, I got to go run some errands. I got to deposit some money at the bank. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who goes to the bank to deposit money? That we all have direct deposit these days.
Or like, even if someone gives you a check, you take a
Dates
picture of it
you.
on your phone.
Or
and
if somebody writes a check or talks about their checkbook. Do you guys? When's the last time any of us wrote an actual check?
I still write checks. For my landlord requires it. I used to use.
Who's your landlord, Mr. Roper?
My previous landlord said use Zelle or like a
Yeah.
And so like I went back in time. I like regressed, but
By the
my
way,
new landlord.
It's a very old guy thing to not have Venmo, to not have Zelle, to not have access to
Cash
that.
App, whatever it might be.
And there's no shade here, but it is an old guy thing, and I have to check myself sometimes because my references are a little older. But when Mad Dog talks about Bob Cousy every second, Bob Cousy, it just sounds so old to me, right?
Yeah.
And he's the best, and we love him, so that's no shade there. But
the old guy stuff,
we started noticing that when we would reference LT, but we meant Lawrence Taylor, obviously. But younger people were like, "You mean LaDainian Tomlinson?" We're like, "No, we mean Lawrence Taylor." So certain things could date you without even realizing it. And LeBron's injuries are one of those things.
I got one that I'm calling out you, buddy.
Dude, believe me, when I start talking about Atari and things like that, then
that's a big one because I'm a kid whose first video game console was Nintendo.
Yeah.
So when Covino was talking about, Atari, bro, I'm like, what are you, like, a 60, bro?
Yeah, I know.
You're way too young to play Atari. I mean, I know you had older cousins and stuff.
I chalk it up to I have a great memory.
What's up, DB?
What's your favorite episode of Seinfeld?
Oh, that's a good one. The Bet?
No, that's the question.
Yeah.
If you ask 30-somethings now, they're like, I never watched it. I've never seen it. I've never watched it.
That's a good one.
That
And
is
so,
a good
I
call.
think it's so recent in my life, and it isn't. But I will bring up episodes, and I'm like, I never saw it. They'll watch Friends. I don't know if Sam's in it, but they like.
You know, it's also very confusing too to a younger person. You'll say something like, on Brady Bunch or I Love Lucy, you'll bring up an old show, and they're like, how old are you, dude? But they don't realize that you watched it on Nick at Night or
Nick at
reruns.
Night.
Yeah.
That was our version of how the 20-somethings watch Friends right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's like the way like How I Met Your Mother or Friends or one of those shows re-airs. You're right, Covino, because it's like, Brady Bunch, what are you, how old are you, dude?
Get smart. Smart. Come on.
Let me take it to sports for a second. Is there a stadium reference? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying people do it, but like the Niners, what if someone accidentally drops like a candlestick reference or like
Brendan Byrne Arena?
Yeah, like if I think you may have slipped recently and said the New Jersey Nets. Like, is there a
Absolutely.
is there like a you're an old guy reference? Like if you say the Redskins, you're like, all right, old timer, it's the Commanders now. Like,
I was thinking along those lines too, because you could tell an older guy when they say something that's politically incorrect without trying to be rude, but it just dates them as they're older and like, hey, you can't be saying that anymore.
Yeah.
You may think you're edgy.
Do you mean like half the conversations with your parents?
Yeah, you may think you're edgy, but you're just really showing me how old you are.
And when you have fathers and sons that aren't juniors, and you like put the wrong name in front of, or even something of David Carr instead of Derek Carr, something like that. You're like, okay, you're going to the older side of things.
Well,
By the way, my name is starting to date me. Just my name, period. Steve is sort of an older guy.
Dude, I remember.
Steve might as well be Ebenezer.
So look at the names on our show. Like Sam, believe it or not, Sam's like a popular name again. I bet you when you grew up, Sam felt like a name that not many kids had, right?
It was Sam's never been like an overused name, but it was a lesser used name when I was a kid.
But like when I was a kid, every kid was Mike or Anthony.
My dad's name is Mike.
And I'm thinking about we talk about Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael J. Fox, Michael Jackson.
Shout out to Michael Anthony of Van Halen. Does that date me?
Yep. Yes, it absolutely does. But I think when you see, when I
coach,
you
an old guy?
Can you burn that on a CD for me?
Danny, when I coach all these little kids on my son's team, it's Dylan and Phoenix and Adler and this, all names that are like Rich and Steve. We got old guy names because I remember when we were fans of like Howard Stern back in the day. Oh. Howard, Gary,
Artie,
Fred, Artie.
Gary. There's no kids named Gary.
In my mind, I was like, that they were starting to be dated, but that's us now.
Yeah. So these are dead giveaways, complaining about your ailments, conversations about doctor visits. You're pumped to tell me about vitamins or supplements you're taking. This is all old guy stuff.
Talking about how you need readers.
Yeah. Rich has his proactive 65 plus vitamins. His one-a-days.
Rich's nads.
I wrote that down because Covino, who is old Hawkeye over here, who's like, bro, 2010 vision, hit 500 in high school baseball. Like, Covino bragged about, like, he could see a street sign a mile away.
They call me all eagle eye.
We were at a fight in Vegas, and I remember being like, yo, you think he's going to knock him out? There's a minute 15 left in the round. The Covino's like, where are you seeing this?
I couldn't see.
I
That's
go,
when
I
I
don't
got
know.
glasses, yeah.
The big scoreboard, he's like, I don't see a thing.
I blame COVID, yeah.
You could say COVID, or you could say you're 40-something.
Or, yeah, maybe.
But, yeah, readers, when you see your buddies who you went to the club with 10, 20 years ago, and they're buying readers, that's when you know. Let's say hi to Trip in Vegas, one of our good buds. Trip, how do you know you're getting older? What's up, man? When you're LeBron James and you have arthritis.
Yeah, what are those references?
What's up, Trip? Hold on. Danny's phones are hot. Hold on.
Phones are on fire. 877-99 on Fox or at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio on social media.
What's up, Trip?
Hey, gentlemen. Always good to hear y'all. Great to end my weekend listening to y'all.
You know what's old school? Danny answers a phone that has a cord on it when you call.
That is true.
What's up, man?
A term would be go to the market instead of the grocery store. Like, where the hell's the market? And then for injuries, I would go with tennis elbow and bursitis.
My dad had tennis elbow. That isn't all. I think that's like, yeah.
You know what? Thank you, Trip. You know the old guy reference to, like, give me a call is doing, like, the cowabunga, shaka, like, thumb to ear.
Cool.
And a kid today would just put his hand to his ear, like, call me.
Yeah, like a flat iPhone.
Like a flat iPhone. So, like, even our, like...
No, they'd say...
Even our gestures are, like, old guy gestures.
They say, don't call me, text me.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a question.
Rich, you know what? Rich calling me all the time. I'm like, dude, what are you, 75 years old? Just shoot me a text.
You know these? You're going to do these today? Little thumbs to people?
I won't call you anymore. I have a question. I know this is... Ellen DeGeneres did this in a stand-up routine, like, years ago. So I don't want you to think I'm stealing Ellen's jokes of all people, but she did do a joke about, like, how do you tell someone to roll down their car window now? Because remember back in the day, your parents would be like, roll it down. Like,
remember the Grey Poupon ad from Wayne's World?
You make a circle with your finger.
Yeah.
What do you do now? Just like if you needed to get someone's attention, like roll down the window. Do you still do the roll it down?
I'm gonna ask my kid that if there's a universal sort of updated sign language.
Well,
but
if you want to feel old, look up some of these videos on TikTok or Instagram where they ask, well, there's two ways to feel old. They ask, like, let's say UNC's men's basketball team, how old is someone? What year do they need to be born? And they'll be like, in the 1900s?
Oh, it's the
like,
worst.
Oh, it makes you feel like garbage. And the other one is when people show teenagers literally technology from the 80s or 90s and they pick up a cassette and they're like, what is this? Or they pick up a VCR and they're like, I don't know. Like, it's wild.
Those are the giveaways.
It's wild.
Along with LeBron's recent injuries. But,
man,
what a game yesterday.
What's an interesting one? I saw a clip on social where they were asking kids what they thought the yellow pages and the white pages were. And watching kids learn that numbers you should just be in a big fat book, they were like, what?
Yeah.
like they couldn't comprehend.
And addresses, right? If you want to look people up. So random.
You know, it's we said it's snowy on the East Coast. Remember on those days where the weather was a little suspect? There would be like a phone chain at school. Like your mom would get a call from someone like, school's canceled. Then she had to call someone else's.
Or you'd have to watch the news.
Yeah.
The ticker.
Scroll on the
local
bottom.
channel.
Yeah.
What's
the
that?
Local town channel.
I'm not trying to cramp local radio, but local radio used to be important because they'd be like, remember they do like traffic, time, and weather? And it's like traffic, Waze, weather, iPhone, time, phone. Like, is there really a need for some local guy to be like, here's the traffic and the weather?
Some people like to kick back and have somebody tell it all to them.
You think if I'm going to see you Danny, if we're covering for like Colin, and I got to see the traffic on the way to Fox, do you think I'm listening to like the local traffic guy, or you think I'm just going to Waze and Google Maps?
I got two more dead giveaways that you have arthritis in your foot, like
20-minute
James.
backup on the Verrazano Bridge.
If a younger person hands you their phone and you take the picture landscape, that's like an old guy move because every young person does it.
They want the tall 5x7.
They want it for like the gram. They want it for Instagram or whatever. And if your reference is Facebook or even Instagram, you're kind of an older guy because every young kid's on like Snapchat or something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone knows that, right? Like your kids think that Facebook's like the old person's social media.
Yeah, that's for my Aunt Sharon.
All right, Will, wrap it, and then we're going to talk about our big games, and we're going to play a game. What's up, Will?
What's up, fellas? First things first, I've been listening to you guys from the time you guys got on Fox Sports, and you guys are like listening to my boys hanging out.
Dude, that's awesome. That's the goal, man. What's up?
Thank you, buddy.
My favorite call-in ever was when a guy called in to talk trash to you guys. We're like, wait a minute, but you're listening to us. Anyway,
yeah.
I am not a fashion dude, and where you guys love to go get your favorite sports team headwear, I'm a district sales manager for out here in Michigan. And anyways, when I first started with the company, my boss at the time was a big shoe guy, and I wasn't. So I wanted to be matchy-matchy with my outfits, and I went and bought myself some bomb shoes, and they were the old Nike Monarchs. And, of course, when he walked in, he's like, oh, old guy shoes, huh?
Dude, those are mow the lawn shoes.
Yes.
Mow the lawn shoes, but they're sort of like
they're old guy shoes.
Yeah, they're old guy shoes.
They're those super clunky white. Yeah,
but don't be shocked if they make a comeback, because kids wear like New Balance now.
You're right. You're right.
You know?
Yeah, the old guy shoe is making a push. But anyway, thank you guys for all the phone calls. Do we have a few more?
No, you know what?
All right, we got to move on.
Guys, just too many phone calls. No,
Yeah,
thank you so much for the feedback.
We have
and
other
the
things
love.
to get to. One of those things, Rich's Big TV Game of the Week.
All right. It is time to go over the Big TV Game of the Week. We do this every week thanks to TCL. Let's hit it, Sam.
You should see my setup. I got an extra TV.
The game that I will have. We should call it Rich's Big TV Game of the Week.
It's Rich's Big TV Game of the Week.
Guys, I'm sort of torn.
Like Creed or Natalie Imbruglia?
Old guy reference.
Old guy reference.
That's 2000s music.
Have you ever injured yourself laughing? Because I've gotten a cramp in my rib.
I've hurt my neck like,
Can I tell you
That-
how
that's
I got
an old
hurt?
guy thing.
I not to get you off track, Rich. There was like a fruit fly. A fly in my kitchen bothered me, and I went to snag it with my Kurt Russell
Miyagi. What were you doing?
Reflexes. My Jack Burton reflexes, and I reached so fast and so hard, I feel I pulled my arm out, and it's been hurting me for like 2 weeks.
Fruit fly?
Yeah, I swear.
Fruit fly took you down.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm out of commission because of this stupid thing.
Well, let me tell you, early games. Let's zip through this because it's just too hard to decide. Early games, there's 3 good ones. Forget the Jets and Dolphins and the Saints and Bucks and Titans, Browns, Commanders, Vikings. There's some stinkers. Seahawks are going to kill the Falcons. There's 3 early games, and I'll tell you what I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the Colts and Jags, both at 8-4. Someone's going to lose, and someone's going to have a 1-game lead in first place. And that's, man, I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win, because I don't even know. The Jags, maybe? But Colts and Jags, that's an AFC South matchup that gets the big TV. You might say, Rich, you're not going to give it to the Ravens and Steelers? Ooh, that's close behind. And I am curious to see if the Bills stomp on the Bengals, or if the Bengals start their glorious road to making the playoffs.
Sound like a DB guy. I think that's his game.
Yeah, I honestly think the Colts Jags is the game to watch, but not far behind the Bengals Bills, because remember we said the Bengals could run the table. Who knows? And of course Steelers Ravens late game. Not as hard because there's only one good one. Broncos, Raiders, Danny G. Do you want to see your team even win this?
Well, it's actually important for the Broncos because they have the tiebreak with the Patriots. If they keep winning, then the road's going to have to go through Denver for the AFC.
So Broncos would likely stomp your team. Rams, Cardinals, no Kyler Murray. Rams should easily.
But Rich, you said that last time, and it was a 10-7 game between the Raiders and Broncos.
Yeah, that is true. And the one big game, it's going to be on everyone's TV. I wouldn't be shocked if it got huge numbers. Bears, Packers on Fox.
It's a good one.
9-3 Bears, 8-3-1 Packers. Packers at home, a 7-point favorite. Some people say the Bears haven't proven it yet, and there are people saying 7 points. How disrespectful to the Bears. So Bears, Packers, that's huge. And then no dispute, Sunday night you got one game and it's huge. Texans, Chiefs, and then Monday night Eagles, Chargers. So all your great games. The only conflict, Covino, is early in the day. Are you more intrigued by Aaron Rodgers versus Lamar Jackson, or are you more intrigued by that AFC South Colts, Jags?
Oh, man. It's funny. I'm more intrigued by the Aaron Rodgers game, to be honest.
So you throw
Even
that
though
bad boy
I think
on.
the Colts, Jags is probably a better game.
So, hey, thank you, TCL. our big TV game of the week. Now, coming up, we're going to play a game that's going to give away a prize to one of you. So if you want to in, 877-99 on Fox. Are you on the same brainwave as Covino, Rich, Spot, Danny G, Sam, Dan Byer? So we're all involved. You have a chance to win. Again, the number, 877-99 on Fox to play.
Quick timeout. Holiday upgrade check.
Don't tell me what to do.
Timeout. Are you still watching the games on an old small TV?
No.
Which is the weakest. Going to your house, squinting at your little TV like you're squinting Tarantino.
That's good.
I'm the guy with the big TCL game of the week. So you're the guy that might have the weak-ass TV. But
No,
if you need,
not me.
if you need the TCL in your life, they got the QM8K QD Mini LED. That's the real MVP. Ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels for the ultimate experience. Picture so clear you could taste the turf.
And it's not just football. Movies look cinematic, games feel smoother, and yes, the in-laws, everybody that comes over notices.
Think about it. You're watching all these Christmas movies with your kids. You're watching a lot of big football. In fact, not just NFL this weekend, college football, some big games. So TCL is where it's at. Holiday savings off select TCL TVs right now. Go premium, like I said, with the QM8K. Brilliant picture, huge sound, the ultimate choice. Or grab the versatile QM6K for an elevated game day experience.
Don't overthink it. Lock in the ultimate experiences with the epic savings and undeniable bragging rights all season long. Get it while supplies last.
TCL, official TV partner of the NFL. Find TCL at all major retailers. TCL, bigger, brighter, better holidays. Select models. Limited time. See all major retailers for details. I'll tell you this. What we love and look forward to every year, NFL is king. We love the report cards. When the players get together and they judge the teams based on facilities, how they treat their families, the workout room, travel. It's their way of being like, yo, I'm going to blind survey the place I work at, and you can't stop me. And did you see the latest? The NFL owners want to put a stop to this.
Yeah, they said enough of the report cards. In fact, owners like Woody Johnson, they're trying to diminish the credibility of it. They're saying it's bogus, actually. That's the quote, right? It's all bogus.
Yeah, the Jets owner is leading the way. And
well, you know who wants to stop it?
He was graded with an F.
The weak-ass owners want to stop it. Like, if Danny, if there was a list and you were ranked high on it, you'd love the list. If there was a list and you were ranked low on it, you'd be like, bunk list. So I get it.
That is true. Every time they come out with like talk radio lists, we're usually on them, but never like where we want to be. So we're like, they stink. But if we were number one, we're like, hell yeah.
You just made the list.
Yeah, baby, we're on the list number one.
If there was like some weak-ass made-up list of like top Latino broadcasters, and it was like number 4, Steve Covino, he'd be like, this is a great list.
Not bad. Yeah, I should be top 3, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. So your thoughts
on
on
the list?
Your thoughts on the list. Are you on the list? I think this is really cool. I love the player surveys. Now, you could say it's petty and BS because a lot of times it's spiteful. But remember the players survey and Caitlin Clark ranked low, and it's like, oh, what a bunch of jealous biatches.
Well, there's a lot involved. The facility, like you said, how they treat their kids.
But I'm saying not
how
just
they
in,
welcome their families.
Not
all
just
these
in
things.
The NFL. I'm saying all these player surveys in all sports would be like, who do you find the most overrated in the NBA? And it's like, whoa, that's So that's the sentiment among your peers. I feel like peer surveys do hold a little clout to me. You might think, wow, is there much thought put into it? I like these surveys because, for instance, even though the Chiefs are a dynasty that have dominated, remember they had some Fs?
Yeah, I remember.
For like
and you know what?
Player medical care.
Yeah, so
for us, it's great fodder, great things to talk about, and it's fun to speculate. So, of course, we're going to love it. I could see how it rubs the NFL and the owners the wrong way. Think about it. You're spending so much money on these dudes, and then they come back. This is how you thank me with an F on the report card? It's got to sting a little bit from their perspective.
Well, I'll give you an example.
But I do believe there's a nugget of truth to it.
If we gave Fox Sports Radio rankings based on places we've worked, I know where I would grade it high and where I'd grade it low. Maybe
we used to get free snacks at other jobs.
I was going to say
Number 5.
I remember there were jobs. There were jobs. I'll give you where we worked. SNY in New York, which was the Mets and
the
Jets.
snack wall.
There was a free snack
We
wall.
had a snack wall, man.
And I remember thinking,
we all got fat too from that.
Yeah,
snack
I was going to
wall.
say, Rich, it's good that we don't have that at
we
Fox Sports
we
Radio.
were like taking Sun Chips home with us, man. In a way, all right, I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I'll be Keanu Reeves. When you think about it, it's a bit hypocritical. If they were to ask you, what would you do? What would you do? Because it is anonymous, crappy feedback. It's like if you're on social media, don't you look down on the jabroni who chimes in anonymously with some heavy criticism? It's like if you're going to say something rude and critical, you should own up to it. Like, it's very cowardly to do it anonymously like that.
Well, I think in this case they have to, but the NFLPA, they stick up for themselves, and they've even recently, the survey process has been enhanced. They are including third-party perspectives, they say, to ensure a comprehensive evaluation of each team's workplace standards.
I get it, and I do think it's interesting, and I do believe there's truth to it. But like Rich said before, there are disgruntled people for whatever reason. There are people who are just jerks. And as a radio show, Rich, do you give more credibility to the person who owns up to who he is? There's pictures of him and his family on social media, and he's like, Rich Davis sucks. That hurts and means a lot more than someone anonymous with no picture profile whatsoever, and he's like, Rich sucks. It just does. You know what I mean? So Now, a lot of people might think this is Rich singing karaoke. It's actually The Darkness, a Christmas classic. Covino and Rich is Fox Sports Radio.
Be careful with the classic.
Thank you guys for being here live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. Thanks again to TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And every Olympic dream starts with that first glide. Would you believe my daughter said, Dad, can we go ice skating? So guess who's going to be ice skating probably in the next week or so? I am. So, hey, if you want to learn how to ice skate, learn to Skate USA. Kids build confidence, strength, and the joy of being on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find the program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Now it's time to play a game where we see if you share a brain with us fools. Let's go.
Do Covino and Rich really share the same brain?
Doris Day, Red, Johnny Ray, something, Joe DiMaggio.
Is their crew not far behind?
We're one.
Welcome to Brainwave.
Try to make sense of the brain.
It's easy. We drop fun sports, music, and entertainment questions. And if you match with enough of these bozos, you win.
I love that.
On the count of 3, reveal.
Brainwave.
Ooh.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Locked in.
You guys are on the same wavelength right now.
All right, happy Friday. The questions in this game are all subjective. You just need to try and match the brain of CNR and the crew. We're going to get our contestant on the studio line right now, and then I'll explain the game. Ryan was first through in Dunmore, PA. What up, Ryan?
What's going on,
I
fellas?
thought it said Dumbledore, PA.
What up, Ryan?
Font is small. Hey, my eyes!
No, Dunmore, not Dundlemore.
All right, here we go.
Ryan, what do you do for a living there in Pennsylvania?
I work for Dempsey. It's a uniform and linen supply company.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
All right, here's how the game works. I have 5 rounds ready to go. Our contestant needs to win 2 of them to be the champ and walk away with a CNR Nerf football. I'm going to ask a sports, music, or entertainment question and then give 3 debatable answers to choose from. The 6 of us in studio going to write down our answers on dry erase boards for our YouTube channel. And Ryan, that's going to give you time to get your answer ready. On the count of 3, Ryan shouts his answer out. Then we go around the studio to reveal ours. Our contestant has to match with 4 of us to win the round. So he's got to bat 667. Or no matter the caller's answer, if all 6 of us in studio happen to match, Ryan, you automatically win the round.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Round 1. You guys have your dry erase boards ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying it out now. Hold on.
He's drawing something bad over there that HR would not approve. All right, we're going to start with we're going to start with entertainment. It's widely considered that Christian Bale played the best Batman. Which of these actors is second best? Michael Keaton, Robert Pattinson, or Adam West?
Ooh.
All right, we're all writing our
Locked.
answers down.
This is easy.
You say.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of debate about this online. All right, on the count of 3, Ryan, you're going to shout out your answer. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, he says. Covino, you go first.
I'm an old guy. I used to watch the reruns. Adam West.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Dude, I used to love it.
Son of a gun. I gave the old guy answer, too, because I'm like, they only did like one movie, and like Adam West is Batman,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Adam West.
Those are old guys.
All right, DB.
Adam West.
What? The show is
Who am I
legendary.
working with? Okay, right now he's 0 for 3.
But everybody's
he's
mad. But
3
it
for
doesn't,
3 on
doesn't
the
sound
show.
like Spotty's in agreement, though.
Oh, man.
Not a chance. Michael Keaton by far is the best Batman, even better than Bale.
No, Michael Keaton was overacting.
No.
There we go. No, you did get one right, but that,
Yeah.
Can't get it, though.
I also said Adam West because
Shame on all
have
of
you
you.
ever seen the documentary Spot?
Oh, my
He is
gosh.
Batman.
Oh, come on. I gave Michael Keaton. Come on. Michael Keaton was the
Yeah.
Batman of the 80s, and what? I didn't get an option for Val
Holy
Kilmer.
old guys, Batman.
If Danny didn't give Val Kilmer as an option.
There's a
so-
reason why, because Val Kilmer's ahead of these guys.
He was pretty good.
Yes.
I like
Yeah,
Val.
tell him, Spotty.
All right, we're going to move to round 2. It's all right. There's 4 more
Surprised you didn't all
categories.
choose Clooney.
Oh, no, we don't talk about that
Come
one.
on.
All right, round 2. Let's go to sports. Which of these is the most memorable baseball card of the 1980s? The 1989 Topps Billy Ripken F-Face? The 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie? Or the 1984 Don Russ Don Mattingly Rookie everybody fought for?
Oh.
All right, F-Face, Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie, or the Don Russ Don Mattingly Rookie?
Oh.
All right, think about your answer, Ryan. The rest of us are going to write our answers down. Yeah, this one's hard. The most memorable.
Okay.
card. All right. Everybody locked in?
Locked in.
I think so.
Ryan, we need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I got to go Griffey.
Let's go in Griffey. We're going in reverse order this time. Iowa Sam.
I said Griffey.
All right,
Griffey.
there's one for you. You know, yeah, Griffey, but the one card we were tearing packets opening up looking for was the F-Face card. To Spotty.
I went with Griffey as well. I do agree, Danny, but I think the more coveted card was the Griffey.
Okay.
All right, Dan By.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to pay for my son's college. Of course, the Griffey Upper Deck.
All right.
That's what we thought at the time. All right, Rich Davis.
I wrote Griffey Jr., but I put 3 F's for some reason.
Griffey. Is that 4?
Yeah,
is that 4?
that's
He
4.
gets that round.
Well, for the record,
right.
I went with Billy Ripken.
Yeah.
That Fleer card was legendary. I'm with Danny G. But congrats, you got that round.
Yes. All right. So you're halfway to a CNR prize.
All right.
We go to round 3. Let's go to the music category. Which of these music acts most deserve to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh.
Billy Idol, the Black Crowes, or the B-52s?
Oh, this is
There's
easy.
debate on all 3 of these.
Any other brain busters?
All right, we're all writing our answers down. And we need your answer, Ryan, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
B-52s.
You said B-52s. All right, Covino, we start with you.
Well, I guess Rich is the only guy going to agree with him. But Billy Idol, come on.
I mean,
Rich.
Ryan, it's a nice day for a white wedding. And he was also in Wedding Singer, Billy Idol. Come on.
I'm
man.
sure why that
Rich didn't
matters.
go with the B-52.
Dan Byer.
I think you guys know where I'm going with this. He was our former teammate at Fox Sports Radio, and even though he had a falling out with the Robinson brothers, shout out Steve Gorman, Black Crows.
Black Crows are great.
Great band. Great band.
I used to listen to the Gorman Brothers.
Shake Your Moneymaker was a game changer.
All right, Spotty.
Yeah, I do agree on the B-52s should have made it, but I went with Billy Idol just because he's more rock. I don't know why. But great
And he
band.
was so MTV.
Yeah.
And punk rock Elvis, man.
Before he passed, even Ozzy Osbourne said that Billy Idol should be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I said Billy. And Sam?
I did say the B-52s.
Wow.
B-52s are legendary. They should be in.
I'm being
And I love
serious.
B-Idol.
What do they sing besides Love Shack?
Rock Lobster,
Rock Lobster.
Rome, Private Idaho, my own Private Idaho. They have a lot of hits. They're a little bit more like kitschy though. Like they're niche.
Which is why
the
I think they deserve it, because they are a little bit unique.
Okay.
They're very unique.
Very unique.
Sam just needed to come up with 2. Just 2 more songs, and then put her on cruise control.
All right, let's go back to sports.
Right?
All right.
Maybe a couple.
We're clearing our dry erase boards. We're going to go to sports.
Okay.
Which of these legendary wide receivers had the best hands? Larry Fitzgerald, Steve Largent, or DeAndre Hopkins? Out of those 3, which legendary wide receiver had the best hands? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are
What
great.
are the options again? Real quick?
Larry Fitzgerald, Steve Largent, or DeAndre Hopkins? All right, we're all writing our answers down. Everybody locked in?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, we need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Larry F.
Okay, he says Fitzgerald. Which way did we go last time?
Sam starts.
Do I start
we
this
go
time?
in reverse order. So Iowa Sam.
All right, here we go. This is hard because I have to use one hand to reveal, one hand for the dinger. I said Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, he said Fitzgerald.
Leave your dinger out of this.
Whoa.
I remember seeing some Spidey catches from this dude. I said D-Hop. He had a wide radius. And Spotty?
I went with Gerald Fitzlarry.
Oh, it's 2 points.
Okay, yeah, that counts. That counts.
Good. I feel you guys put me at a bad spot here.
I know.
Because I knew the caller was going to say Larry Fitzgerald, but you think I'm going to go against Largent? Like, there's no way.
You can. However, you know what? He's the only
Man of
guy
integrity, Dan.
whose hands we saw because he didn't wear gloves.
Sure.
So best hands.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hands.
No, Largent was amazing. Rich, what did you say?
I went with you, Denny. I went D-Hop.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I think I've seen him like make some pretty sweet, circus type catches.
We've actually shook the hand of Larry Fitzgerald and Gerald Fitzlarry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
But not enough, right?
But not enough.
Not enough for the
jeez.
point, though. Well,
Shy of 1.
we're going down to the wire. Last category.
And he needs this one, right?
Entertainment needs us to win. Which of these actors would you cast in an upcoming film where you needed a leading lady? Margot Robbie, Emma Stone, or Zendaya? Those are like the 3 leading ladies on the internet right now. All right, we're all going to write our answers down.
I think this is a no-brainer, and I think that Ryan should get a prize.
Hell yeah.
If he fails this one,
Let's go. I'm ready.
If he fails, Ryan, on the count of 3, Danny, do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Margot Robbie, not even close.
All right, we're going to start with Covino.
Margot Robbie, easy peasy. Summer squeezy.
Those
Rich.
cheekies. Let me tell you, I don't think there's a hotter woman on earth than this woman in The Wolf of Wall Street. She was also Barbie. I think this is a no-brainer. Margot Robbie, 1,000%.
All right, DB.
I almost put 3 Bs, like the 3 Fs, Margot Robbie.
There you go.
Spotty boy.
I went with Margot Robbie as well.
Yeah.
Easy win?
Oh, my.
I love Emma Stone, but I also said Margot Robbie.
There you go.
So he's a winner. Chicken dinner.
We got a winner, Ryan.
Out of curiosity, Sam, what did you write down?
Like a stone. She's an Oscar winner. She is a leading lady.
She's great.
Yeah, Sam's like,
You just picked her because Robbie's hotter.
I
That's
wrote
what
in
you
May.
did.
I wrote in Mae West.
Emma Stone's an incredible actor.
She's great.
I love
Kathy
it.
Bates.
It took all 5 categories, but Ryan, you are a winner. We're going to mail out a CNR Turbo Nerf football to Pennsylvania when the shipment arrives.
Yo, Ryan, you're
yeah.
a great dude. Great
you, buddy.
energy. Thanks for playing. I'm glad you won.
I love you guys, man. Listen to you every day. Love you guys. You're soul.
Thank you, brother. And
Appreciate it.
as we go to Dan Byers' update, I know I can feel Dan Byers' energy, and that is what he loves about Iowa Sam. Like, just undeniably, Margaret Robbie's the answer, and he's like, but I'm a Stone. Like, just,
She wanted an Oscar.
I think we should get Sam a chalkboard instead of a whiteboard.
So I can do formulas of who's better.
No, just because it's old. That's all.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
that's
wild,
why.
though, how everybody loves Margot Robbie, yet Jenna Presley looked exactly like her and didn't get the same reaction?
I just tried to guess
There's
what
a
I
million
thought the
women
caller
look like
was
Robbie.
going to say on that one.
Jamie Presley was hot, too.
you said Jenna Presley.
Oh, that's
a
girl
porn.
you-
That's a porn star.
Well, that's a girl that Rich used to know. I meant Jamie Presley.
You said Jenna Presley. Now where your head's at. DB, what's up, man?
All right, well, let's get out of the gutter here, guys, and let's talk some sports. The United States will play in Group D for the 2026 World Cup. Australia, Paraguay, and the winner of Path C from the UEFA playoffs will be the other country. Now, the U.S. schedule for the World Cup this summer has the United States playing in Los Angeles on Friday, June 12th against Paraguay, Friday, June 19th in Seattle against Australia, and then back in LA on Thursday, June 25th for the winner, or for that match against the Path C winner. Multiple reports say Penn State's working on a deal to hire Iowa State's Matt Campbell to be the Nittany Lions' next head coach. Chris Henry Jr., 5-star wide receiver, is committed to Ohio State. Sesame Street helped raise all of us. Now it's our turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs Sesame and Sesame needs you. In the NFL, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray not going to play for the rest of the year. If you don't believe me, believe head coach Jonathan Gannon.
Kyler will not play again this year. So he had some more tests done this week. Went out of state, got another opinion on it. It's not progressing where it's going to make sense that he can go. So he's going to be done for the year.
Jaden Daniels will start for the Commanders. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson's good to go. Justin Herbert limited in practice today. LeBron James out tonight for the Lakers against the Celtics. Luka could come back on Sunday. And finally, guys, they had great athletes announcing at the final draw for the World Cup today. Shaq was there, Tom Brady, and Wayne Gretzky. And Gretzky, in announcing Curaçao, did it in his own great way.
Caraco.
So that I love Wayne Gretzky, but one of the highlights from today.
That's awesome. Dan, have a great
Thanks,
weekend, man.
guys.
Enjoy your football, and you're going to watch your Seahawks put a whooping this weekend, huh?
Falcons, yeah, no Drake London for them, so let's hope.
Man, they're going to keep rolling. All right, we're going to talk about that great football and what to watch this weekend. Weekend Hobnobbing next, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
promise from Covino Rich.
Tom Brady was robbed. Here's a guy who really can't complain that much, but no one wants to be robbed. And the story goes like this. Some dude walks into the Lower Manhattan store, and he pulls like $10,000 worth of cards, and he brings them to the register, and his cards declined. And the kid's like, sorry, sir. I'm improvising here now. Sorry, sir, your card's declined. And he's like, nah, it's not. And the kid is like sort of, and he does some sort of like magic trick because he tricks the kid into believing like, nah, it's all good. Walks out with $10,000 worth of merchandise and memorabilia. And it got us thinking of cards that we thought would be worth something, but they're not.
Almost like what were you robbed into thinking? Like
Right.
I think back to baseball cards. I'll say this. These were the cards that I tried to mass collect because I'm like, one day, this is going to pay off.
And for the record, like Rich said, we're still big fans. Look at this one. I just got this one this week. Aaron Judge, rookie.
Yeah.
Call the judge and get some fudge.
I get it.
Donnie baseball, bro. Look at this one. Got the uniform in there. Look at that. I got your Shohei rookie in a bet.
It's cards are on a big comeback the last like 5 years. But
For sure.
when we were kids, let's shout out some cards that we thought were going to be valuable. And we were, as Fonzie would say, wrong.
And we got to state the obvious. It's because a lot of these were mass produced or that player really didn't amount to what we thought.
It's one of those. It's either they never amounted to shit or they made a million copies of them.
Right.
And you could still go to some hobby shops and buy packs of 80s cards for like $5. So it's
Hobby
like,
shops. I'm going to the card vault.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm a big Tom Brady guy.
Can we start with former New York Met, Greg Jeffries? Because I'm not the only one that thought he was a future star.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. This was a hot card. We thought he was the next Lenny Dykstra, next Nails, even better. We saw the videos of him swinging the bat underwater. Like he had cool workout techniques. I even had the scorecards, like a buttload of Greg Jeffries cards.
But that was the one. That was the Topps future star. And I remember being like, yo, I'm going to mass collect these.
I remember investing a lot into Greg Jeffries and Tom Gordon, too. Flash Gordon.
Oh, well, there was a Yankee. Remember Brian Taylor?
Yeah.
That was one that I remember investing in. How about this one? A card that we all sought out. And I remember thinking like, yo, this is like when he was on Team USA. This is wild. It was in the traded set.
Yeah.
The Mark McGwire Team USA. Now, there are some like PSA rated 10s that are worth a good amount of money. But if you just have the rando one without the little emblem, like if you got just the regular traded set, it's like $15.
$15 on eBay, but this was one of the holy grails of our childhood because that was considered his rookie. His USA card, Mark McGwire, the Bash brother, no way.
Before he was an A.
Yeah, before he was an A, that was the card to get. You thought by now it'd be worth millions. $15.
Shout out to one of my childhood friends, Phil, who sold all
Phil Mabosak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Phil convinced all our friends that we needed to really make sure we acquired as many upper deck Todd Van Poppels as possible.
Should have said acquire the McGuire, but you said Van Poppel.
The Van Poppel. I mean, another Oakland Athletic at the time. Todd Van Poppel. He had he was a big leaguer, but there was a point where we thought Todd Van Poppel was the shit.
He had no Poppel. It didn't pan out the way we thought. And I think the name really stuck with us as kids and we believed in it. Get this card that we thought would be worth something, $10. $10. And again, $10 is $10.
Yeah, but Covino, it says top prospect. I'm sold.
Top prospect, upper deck, and upper deck was hot back then.
And by the way, that was my primo collecting days. 91 upper deck. That was like the primo time for me, at least.
Oh yeah,
late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, Todd Van Poppel. Let me throw another name at you. A guy that clearly did work out, but again, mass production. It wasn't a picture of him. It was the painting on those Don Russ.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Sam, I'm like Pavlov's dogs. When you started playing that, I go, it's Friday. And then
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
Merry Christmas.
Today's Friday. Merry Christmas.
And we're live from Fox Sports Radio studio, streaming live on YouTube. Appreciate all the feedback on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR. Covino and Rich FSR. You can also get Overpromised, our bonus podcast there. No more waiting. Your goals start now. Cyber Monday deals are still going. Take your workouts around the world, Daft Punk style, with Nordic Track and iFit.
Man.
Save big on treadmills, bikes, and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track. Train anywhere, explore everywhere.
It's time for something we do every Friday. It's called Weekend Hobnobbing.
Living for the weekend. Your winning bets for talking points if you get stuck socializing.
You ever done anything dangerous?
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That is dangerous.
Friday brings us Weekend Hobnobbing.
Yeah, buddy, I'll kick it off. You know me. I love a nice hiney, a nice holiday Christmas song, and I love me a good fight. Let's go. UFC 323. Wee. UFC this weekend. Dwalishvili versus Jan. That's the main event. Bantamweight main event. And you got Pantoja and Vaughn also fighting the co-main. So some good fights in UFC this weekend. Plus, I'm midway through the Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop.
Yeah, same.
Diddy documentary, and I know it's salacious, and 50 Cent getting a lot of heat for putting it out there, and maybe it's not all true, but man, it's good. So the P. Diddy
that's
documentary.
Called Sean Combs' The Reckoning.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's on my list too.
That's on Netflix. Definitely worth the watch.
I feel like I got to watch it just because people are going to be talking about it, so you want to sort of be in the loop on it.
Now, you don't have to be a hip-hop fan, but especially if you are a hip-hop fan, it goes back, and there's a lot of history. It's a lot of insight. And our show, Overpromised, our bonus podcast, you could watch it. It's like a TV show.
Yeah,
it's on this YouTube page, Covino and Rich FSR. We talked about ChatGPT's greatest moments in sports history, and who knows more? Humans that actually witnessed it and lived it, or some stupid ChatGPT. So we go over those moments, and we give you the rules for the company holiday Christmas parties. The rules, the do's and don'ts on Overpromised, episode 120, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube.
All right, is this the weekend we start watching Stranger Things and trying to pretend that we know where we are?
I try. I keep going to bed.
Season 5 still there. I don't know. Matt Rife has a crowd work Christmas special. Don't watch with your kids. Apparently, he's just don't watch with your kids if you're in the holiday spirit. Sean Combs' Reckoning
spoils it, right?
Yeah, he's bah humbug.
He's a Christmas spoiler.
Yeah. Adam Sandler sitting down with David Letterman, my next guest. So if you're a fan of the Sandman,
it's good to be here.
You love Letterman. That's out now. Is It Cake? The holiday edition. My kids love that show. It's such an easy, stupid watch with Mikey Day. So fun. And that's on Netflix. And dare I say, Covino, you know me, my soft spot is terrible Christmas movies. To fund her daughter's Christmas wish, single-parent Taylor puts on a disguise to get a Santa job at a luxury ski resort, but falls in love with the charming new manager. It's the #1 trending Netflix holiday movie. It's called My Secret Santa.
I'd rather watch Is It Cake?
Rich, you're going to watch that, but you're not watching Landman on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I should walk out of the room right now. You're absolutely right. Landman is definitely one of the shows that I hear people talk about. I haven't started yet.
Billy Bob Thornton's a badass, and it's season 2 every bit as good as season 1. And 3 major college football games tomorrow.
Bro, you ain't kidding.
Number 11 BYU at number 4 Texas Tech. That's the noon game. Then number 3 Georgia versus number 9 Alabama. That's the afternoon game. The night game, number 2 Indiana versus number 1 Ohio State, and it's on Fox.
Someone's O's got to go. And Ohio State favored by 4. So should be interesting. They got the experience, but man, it's going to be fun to watch that one, even if you're not a big college fan. Have a great weekend. You got to finish decorating this weekend. That's the rule, right?
Yeah, enjoy your foosball, and thank you guys for hanging.
All right, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Woo.
Today's Friday.